Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have the chicken stew with gravy recipe for you. But before we get started, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and turn on your notification bell for more videos. I have a whole chicken that I'm going to cut up, but you can use any part of the chicken you prefer. I have some cut up potatoes here that I've already peeled. You don't have to peel them if you don't want. I have some carrots, celery, and some onions that I'm going to be adding. You can add some other veggies if you like some butter beans or different type of legumes that you would want to put in your chicken stew. I'm using this original country gravy by McCormick. I like this one because of the flavor that it gives the chicken stew, but you can use some regular flour and water to make this chicken stew as thick as possible. Now I went ahead and cut up my chicken. I removed the skin. I'm going to clean it with limes, and then I'm going to season it so we can get started. Alright, so I'm getting ready to season it, and I went ahead and put a screenshot of the seasoning that I use, so you can pause the video real quick just to see what I'm using. So I'm going to add those in, followed by my piece. I'm going to stir it, make sure it's in the chicken, and then I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes before I start cooking it. I would normally prep this overnight just so the chicken can have enough time to be properly seasoned, but because I was pressed for time, I went ahead and did this the same day. So I did let it sit for a little while before I start cooking it. So my advice is to do this overnight and then do it the next day. Like, you can easily pop this in your crock pot or your instant pot if you have one, and you could do it that way. But I'm old school. I prefer to cook on the stove top more than anything else. So in a pot, go ahead and add some olive oil. Once your oil get hot, we're going to add our chicken in. We're doing this only for the chicken to get color. We're not cooking the chicken this way. We're doing it just so it can have some color to it. All right, so I'm going to let each side do about 5 minutes. It depends on how dark you want it. Once it has the amount of color you're looking for, flip it over, do it on the other side, and then if you have more pieces to do, I had some more pieces to do, we're going to be doing the same thing in those other pieces. And right here, as you can see, this is the color that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead, flip the chicken, let it do another 5 minutes, and then I'll be doing the other 4 pieces that I couldn't really fit it the way I want. I'm gonna do the other pieces after that. Alright, so now that the chicken has the color and the consistency that I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken out. Again, I just want to reiterate that we are not cooking the chicken at this moment. We're only doing this just so the chicken can have some color. If you just want your chicken to not have that color, you can skip that step, but I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, I'm just adding the few bits and pieces that I had left. I'm going to be doing the same thing. After 5 minutes, I'm going to flip them, let the other side have that opportunity to have that same color. I did went ahead and scrape the bottom of my pot. I didn't wash it. I just took the little burnt pieces out, and then I'm going to be adding my celery and onions next. Alright, so go ahead and add your celery and your onions. We're going to be stirring this until it has a little bit of color, and then we are going to add the flour mix that I had. Again, you can use regular flour for this. What I did, I took mine, put it in my measuring cup, add some water in it, stir it really good until there were no clumps, and now I'm adding it to my pot with some chicken stock, and you're just going to stir it until the gravy start to come about. So no worries if you see that it's like getting really thick. As it thickens up, you can add the chicken stock as you go along and stir and stir and stir until you have a smooth consistency, and then we're going to be adding our chicken in. So yeah, right here I just added more chicken stock, and then I'm going to continue to stir it to have, again, a consistency with the gravy. Now, depending on the amount of chicken you are cooking will depend on the amount of chicken stock type of gravy you want. I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken in, and I'm going to cover it once I'm done and let the chicken juice come about as well to make even more gravy. You could also add more chicken stock as well if you want, but I'm going to cover this and let it cook for a good 30 minutes, and then we're going to come back to add our vegetables in next. Alright guys, so this is 30 minutes in. Like I said, I let it cook for 30 minutes. As you can see, the chicken is starting to cook through, but it's definitely not ready yet. It still has some more cooking to do. So at this time, I'm going to be adding the carrots and the potatoes in. I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit, and then I'm going to add some more chicken stock so it can have a little bit more gravy, and let that cook for another 30 minutes. Alright, so we're at the home stretch now. So this is what it looks like. The chicken is looking good. As you can see the separation in the bones, so that definitely lets you know that, the chicken is cooked through. I am putting some more oregano leaves, and I'm adding some more seasoning because I tasted and I felt like it was missing, so that's why I added more, which is another reason why I like to season my chicken overnight, because it just has more time to be properly seasoned. That way when I'm cooking, I don't have to be adding all of that extra seasoning, but in this scenario I had to. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. This is what it looks like when it's done. It's really good. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Subscribe for more videos, share it with a friend, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. To my silent subscribers that always watch but rarely comment, I appreciate your loyalty and always tuning into my channel. You guys make it easy for me to do this, so yeah, I just wanted to take this time to appreciate you all. But this is what it looks like in the end, guys. I had this with some rice. You can have this with some cornbread. I mean, it was really good. And yeah, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.